Keggfarms for the widespread propagation of a viable poultry culture.
Just in case you're thinking that these chicks are merely some rather cute, fluffy creatures, allow us to show you how they can become genuine agents of change. Surprising though it may seem, but in these chicks lie the means to achieve three critical national goals: increase household incomes among the poorest families, empower women, and improve nutritional security among the rural poor. It's a simple idea that can have a life-transforming impact, and the idea was hatched at Keggfarms. We at Keggfarms have been in industrial poultry for close to 40 years. But our chairman, Mr. Vinod Kapoor, always nursed a dream to do business that was socially relevant.
We made a study of the way poultry was being kept in rural India. And our study revealed that there are about 3 crore households in rural India, in villages, which keep poultry traditionally. And it's the women of the house who actually look after poultry. These 3 crore household actually means 20 crore population, about 7 people per household. The poultry they keep is not particularly remunerative, but it's still part of their lives. So the thought process was that if we could find a bird, if we could develop a bird which could perform exceedingly well in that environment without the village householders having to change anything, lay many more eggs, become much bigger in weight, live better, and convert this in household activity, which was an incidental household activity, into a remunerative household activity.
From our research and genetic breeding, we created a chicken that can survive and thrive on agricultural and household waste. A bird that needs virtually no care, yet has a higher yield of both eggs and meat. A bird that is multicolored for camouflage as against the conventional lethargic white ones. A chicken that can be reared and sold by illiterate village women. This is the Curoiler, a brand that has become a generic name among imitators all over the country. But merely creating this village-specific bird was not enough. Keeping the rural environment in mind, we have established a distribution network that works beautifully. The birds are hatched in our hatcheries located across the country. Day-old chicks are then transported to mother units located in small towns. There they are raised for 3 weeks and vaccinated against disease. Then village vendors load their bicycles with these chicks and wind their way to villages in the hinterland. Here village women buy them, rear them mainly on no-cost village waste, agricultural waste and household waste, and find economic empowerment from them. They sell the eggs and the meat of the full-grown bird. The Curoiler produces far more eggs and grows heavier much faster as compared to the nondescript village stock. On average, supplementary household incomes from Curoiler may range from 300 to 500 rupees per month, a substantive amount for a family living below the poverty line. Best of all, this money is in the hands of the women. And when a woman is empowered, the entire family benefits.
मैं मुर्गी बच्चा खरीद कर पाल करके बेचता हूँ, अच्छा फायदा हो जाता है.
Each mother unit is a micro-enterprise and each village vendor a self-employed individual earning a decent livelihood.
30,000 चिक्स हम पर मंथ के फार्म से मंगवाते हैं. अपने यहाँ भी डलवाते हैं और इलाके में भी डलवाते हैं. झाबा वाला हमारे यहाँ आता है, ले जाता है, वो भी कमाता है. इलाके में भी बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस हुआ है कि फार्म को लेकर के. बहुत बेरोजगारी जो है ख़त्म हुई है. बहुत सारे लोग जुड़े हैं कि फार्म से चिक्स बेच करके अच्छा खासा पैसा कमा रहे हैं.
ये फार्म वाले आए थे, हम बच्चा पाल रहे हैं, हम लोग उनसे बेच रहे हैं. बेच के अपने बाल बच्चन के खिलाते हैं, रोटी चलता है.
Currently, around 1,500 mother units and the same number of vendors are supplying Curoilers to over 8 lakh village households, mostly those living below the poverty line, adding over 300 crore rupees to household incomes every year. This project is the first of its kind anywhere in the world, and is a sterling example of a business model with a social conscience.
So here we have high technology, genetic information, knowledge, science, which is finally finding its way to the benefit of the people in the village, women in particular, throughout, not throughout, but certain most parts of the country today, and hopefully all parts of the country in time to come.
Keggfarms, seeking a balance between corporate profits and commitment to the community.
Good evening on behalf of the Apple webcast to Mr. Vinod Kapoor, Chairman of Keggfarms Group. Congratulations, sir, for being a winner on the EMPI-Indian Express Innovation Award. How do you feel about it?
Very encouraged, very encouraged. When you get an award like this, you do the work that you do because it's a passion with you. It's something that absolutely possesses you. But when somebody acknowledges it, it makes it feel very good for you. It's inspirational, helps you to carry on your work with great enthusiasm.
Brings in more responsibilities.
Responsibility is there, but it's certainly you're right. I think in some ways it does increase your area of responsibility.
When did you actually try on bringing a genetic aspect into your Keggfarms Group? I heard of genetic research that is being done. Yes. When did that part of the scheme start?
That's happened many years ago. Way back in 1971-72, India used to import all the breeding stock from abroad. And that was the time when India needed to be self-sufficient, self-reliant. That was the key words for that era. So Keggfarms actually pioneered the concept of genetic breeding in India way back in 1971, 73, and we validated that concept. It was not only the first time this work was being done in India, but anywhere in the developing world. And as a result of what we were able to achieve, India became totally self-sufficient and self-reliant in high-yielding poultry stock. So everybody else also joined in the same effort, eventually following the success, following the validation of the idea.
And I read Curoiler is your trademark, right?
Curoiler is the brand name of the village-specific chicken that we now produce in
there is so much apprehension of actually, the genetically modified food and all that. So how does Curoiler, or how does the genetic research that takes place, the hybrid concept to come in, how do you actually justify the work that you're doing on that front?
First of all, let me clarify, there is no genetic modification in this. That is a completely separate field and people get confused. What we do is use the principle of genetics to naturally breed chickens through the natural processes to achieve a particular performance from the final product. So it's a whole lot of evaluation, experimentation of natural mating of different lines, different blood groups, natural birds in the natural fashion. So the progeny is tested, evaluated, compared against the standards we set for ourselves. If it works, well and good. If not, we start another again. So it's a whole lot of experimentation. So first of all, there is no genetic modification. The Curoiler and all hybrid chicks for the chickens in the market at this point of time in the world are natural chickens. There is no genetic modification. So there need not be any apprehension in that respect.
For all that work ahead, for all the work that you've done, congratulations once again, and good luck to the future, sir. On behalf of Apple Webcast. All right, thank you so much for the session.